It's our 40th anniversary this year, which is a long time, 40 years.
Brentwood's K-12 experience, extracurricular activities, and academic facilities are a model for the future of education in this global society.
Start curious, stay curious, go anywhere, and make a difference. And I want our graduates to make a difference in the world. And I want them, when they reflect upon what they're doing in the world, they think back to their time here, and some of the seeds were born here.
The foundation for the next 40 years was built by visionaries over the past 4 decades.
Hunter had built a school. Hunter was a visionary. We would not be sitting here today if Hunter Temple had not had the vision and not had the talents that he had to build a great educational institution.
I'm not sure the school owes me any debt of gratitude. I think just the opposite. I think my life and my wife's life was so incredibly enriched by being here, and the growth opportunities and the wonderful parent body. You know, we got much more than we ever gave.
I'm proud of the position that the arts hold here at Brentwood School. When I came, it was a school of academics and athletics, and I nudged very hard to add a AAA to make it a school of academics, athletics, and arts.
The Milken family was incredibly generous when we went to them for the theater science complex. Well, I'll tell you one thing I will take credit for. Brentwood had a corner on the market for co-ed education. When Westlake merged with Harvard, we lost that competitive advantage. If we have an elementary school and a feeder school, we're not going to have to worry about that. We will be, once again, we will have a unique educational experience.
The sisters who ran the Marymount Elementary School at Sawtelle and Sunset decided to refocus their mission and sell the school. There was a real estate recession, and no one picked up on the opportunity. So Hunter and I, we made a deal with them, and that's how it all started.
Hunter had just a joy for learning and living. Every day he had a spring in his step. Other people open up schools. I don't know that anybody is bold enough to open an elementary school virtually overnight the way he did.
I still remember the day the school opened. I remember that Hunter Temple came to me and he talked about an opening ceremony that was going to take place, and that the seniors and the kindergartners and all these students were going to come together. And I'd never experienced anything like that in my entire life. The excitement was palpable that day. Everything was going to be a new tradition. Everything was going to be a first. Everyone felt they were part of something that was going to be life-changing.
The biggest challenge for me was to ensure that the school stayed hungry. When I first came to Brentwood, I said to the board, the academic program in particular was just stellar, and I wanted to continue to build that, but at the same time build up the student life side of the school. Things like the Friday night coffee houses.
Under my tenure as chair, we started to do surveys about what kind of stress students were under while they were here at school. How many hours they slept a night, how much homework they had.
The program that had the greatest impact was the restructuring of our middle division. I was convinced that middle school age children learn differently from high school age children, and they needed their own distinct and individual program. So it's a much fuller experience than middle school age children had had before. I was delighted when the Caruso Watt Aquatic Center came online, and typically aquatics athletes are also, of all student athletes, the strongest students. If you're up swimming at 6, you're ready for school.
Brentwood is at a place where there's nothing that needs to be fixed. We're an excellent school. We have the opportunity to try to stay at the forefront of the educational trends. The difficulty was finding someone who had the vision to really carry the school forward.
Well, I was thrilled when they chose Mike Riera to be the head. His background in psychology and his understanding of children and their needs at different stages, he gets that whole picture and the whole child.
To attend this school is an incredible privilege. It's an incredible education. And we bring our core values of trust, respect, responsibility,
honesty, community, and caring to life for these kids. And we had some incredible moments. The students coming from the exchange program for Korea in the 4th and 5th grade, the Young Women's Conference.
And the recent Maroon 5 benefit concert where student musicians got to perform live.
Our motto, start curious, stay curious, go anywhere. To retain a love for learning and an excitement and passion for learning, you have to foster that curiosity in children and young adults.
Education is inherently messy. We're asking people to take risks on a regular basis, which means they're going to fail a fair amount of time. And if we're doing a good job, they fail, then they get back up, they learn from it, and they grow from it.